Hi everybody, week 7. So for the first question is name a time in which you took a chance to cross a taboo in communication. Did it lead to a connection with people? So for this one was one that I actually had recently with my brother. So I grew up in a very, very Christian family, very traditional. So I have a 3-year-old little boy who loves to do everything that his mom does. So I paint my fingernails and I paint his fingernails. I think that he wants to have painted fingernails. It doesn't matter, who cares? So my brother, who is very, very traditional and very not accepting of a lot of things, was like, why are you painting his fingernails? That's for girls. Boys shouldn't do that. And I said, well, he sees me doing them, he likes them, and it doesn't change who he is or that he's a boy or anything like that. So I paint his fingernails and I really don't care. And it got into this conversation of like what boys and girls should and should not do. And I don't think it really led to very good connection. It just kind of made me kind of take a step back and, of course, sit up for my son, but to step back from my brother, because if he's not going to be accepting, that's not something that I want my kids to be around, because I don't agree. So it was not a great conversation. It just kind of put a wall up. And sometimes I feel like now in society that if people do not accept, if it's not the traditional or the norm, it's obviously not acceptable. One way a public space might function is on a sacred or secular dimension. And what might be an ethical consideration that would guide you into how to interact in these spaces? I think it's a respect thing. And in those spaces, I'm going to respect it. If I'm going to a place that requires a certain dress code or like anything like that, I think that it is a form of respect in those spaces. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or if you believe in whatever it is. Like, I mean, you could choose not to go, but you have to be respectful of those places and those traditions. The third question is about cultural spaces. How do postmodern cultural spaces differ from traditional notions of fixed spaces in time? In what way do online communities challenge traditional notions? As far as the postmodern cultural spaces, I think that they differ from traditional because a lot of times that meaning and that deeper meaning of a place actually, I feel like, is getting taken away from some traditional notions. Like they're mentioned in the textbook about like some Native American cultures and what they think is in spiritual culture, and that I believe that in the postmodern that the deeper meaning and the richness of that culture is taken away, and it becomes on a surface level, not a deeper level. In what ways do online communities challenge traditional notions? I think the online stuff takes away the personalness of our interaction. So like you can't type out the tone. You can't see how someone's feeling. I think it takes away all that personalness and then puts up a wall for people. And also it can become a place of not so much respect. I always think about like keyboard warriors who think that because there's a screen there that they can say and do whatever they want without repercussion. So I think that it does challenge the traditional notion because it takes away that connection that you can have with people that we are used to having when you are in the same room. Awesome. Have a great day, everybody.